6 months after my death, my husband Liam called me. He cursed me for being unreasonable, ungrateful, and accused me of cheating. Everyone advised me to initiate the divorce and even spoke up for the other woman, urging me to let them be together. Don't you all know? Our classmate Nora died in that accident. Crash. The glass in Liam's hand slipped and shattered on the floor, spilling red wine everywhere. At a reunion, a college classmate revealed that I had died in a plane crash. Liam went mad, but I just laughed. Part 2. For a whole week I lived very comfortably, with no one to disturb me. My parents called, but after hearing the truth, they unwaveringly chose to stand by my side. They also comforted me, telling me not to worry about the family, saying that Ning Corporation is now stronger than it was a few years ago. A weight was finally lifted from my heart, but what I didn't expect was that on the 8th day after I moved out, someone still found me. That person turned out to be my brother, Neil. My relationship with Neil was quite good. In the past, I always protected him, and he would make porridge for me when he drank too much and his stomach hurt. But today, Neil looked at me with a serious face, his eyes carrying a hint of dissatisfaction. I invited him in and asked what had happened. My first reaction was that something had happened to our parents or the family company. Had Liam started to move against the family because he couldn't find me? Nora, you should divorce Liam, right? What? I didn't expect my brother's first words to be this. Nora, you don't know. Stella has had it very hard all these years. She just wants to be with the man she loves now. Can you let them be together, please? Consider it a favor to your brother. Neil's attitude was very humble. He had never said the word please to me before, but today he said it, and it was for that woman. I looked at him in disbelief and questioned him. Neil, do you know what you're saying? That Stella interfered with my marriage, and now you're here begging me on her behalf, begging me to step aside for her. Neil, have you gone mad? Neil's face showed a hint of embarrassment, but he still tried to persuade me. Nora, I know all of this. Liam is just a scumbag. He doesn't deserve you. So after you divorce, I'll definitely help you find a better man. You don't need this Liam anyway. But Stella only has this one love in her life. So can you please give Liam to her? At this moment, I felt that the brother in front of me was very unfamiliar. When did my brother stop standing on my side and start standing on my enemy's side? I shook my head, not wanting to say anything more to him. I pointed at the front door, asking him to leave. Just go. I won't divorce now, and you don't need to say anything more. Nora, I said go. Maybe my attitude was too harsh, but Neil finally left. However, when he reached the door he still said, I'll come back, Nora. Think about it carefully. I have nothing to think about. I'm not doing charity work, voluntarily making way for them. After Neil left, the more I thought about it, the stranger this whole thing seemed. I unblocked the number of one of Liam's good friends from my phone's blacklist. This person was his childhood neighbor, and maybe because she was a woman, she was the one I got along with best among Liam's circle of friends. She also seemed to dislike Stella. I dialed the number, and it was quickly answered. Nora, you finally showed up. I was heartbroken for a long time after you blocked me. Tina's wailing voice came from the other end of the phone, but I had no time for jokes with her. Tina, do you know if anything happened between my brother and Stella? Your brother, Neil? Yes. I told her about Neil coming to ask me to divorce Liam to let Stella be with him. Tina on the other end of the phone burst into laughter. Ha 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 ha. I didn't expect that after so many years. Your brother is still such a lovesick puppy. He's really good at self-delusion. What do you mean? Actually, your brother and Stella met at a competition once. It seems your brother really admired Stella's talent, and fell in love with her at first sight. Liam found out about this later and wanted to go beat up your brother, but Stella stopped him. After that, the two of them just stayed out of each other's way. Stella went abroad after high school graduation. I don't know if she kept in touch with your brother during that time, but your brother is quite a few years older than you, right? He's never had a girlfriend and never showed any intention of getting married. Looks like he's still waiting for someone. Tina teased on the other end of the phone. I was shocked. I never expected that my brother would like Stella, and even stayed single for so many years because of her. How charming must Stella be to make my brother say such things to his own sister even now? After hanging up the phone with Tina, I realized I couldn't stay here anymore. I immediately packed my luggage and changed my residence again. I never thought there would come a day when I would be forced to run around by my own brother. I decided to go to another state. Coincidentally, one of my college classmates was working there. Although we weren't in the same department, she was one of my few good friends. But because I got married, we gradually lost touch. The last time we met was several years ago. I felt quite sorry towards her, and prepared to go find her and apologize properly. After contacting my friend, I boarded a plane to the other state that evening, but I didn't expect that trip would become the last journey of my life.